If you've ever been frustrated by Photoshop not playing nice with WebP images, today's tutorial is going to save you loads of time. I'll walk you through exactly how to open and save WebP image files in modern versions of Adobe Photoshop. By the end, you'll know the fastest way to get those trendy WebP files imported and exported. Plus, you'll understand each option so you can choose the perfect settings for your project. Let's dive right in. First up, opening a WebP file. In recent versions of Photoshop, Adobe has made this super simple. No need for plugins or awkward workarounds. All you have to do is head to the File menu at the top left of your screen, then click Open. This brings up your file browser, and here's the key part. Find your folder and select your WebP file, just as you would with a JPEG, PNG, or PSD. Double-click, and Photoshop loads the image with no fuss. It's as straightforward as it gets. If you're used to running into the dreaded cannot open file error with older formats, this feels refreshingly easy. Now, maybe you've made some edits and you want to save or export your image as a new WebP file. Here's the step-by-step. Go back to the File menu, but this time select Save a Copy. Why save a copy? This is important. It ensures you're saving a new version, not overwriting your working file, which can be a lifesaver if you're constantly revising or need to keep your layered PSD intact. The Save a Copy dialog box will pop up, showing you a list of formats. Simply find WebP in the Format or Save as Type drop-down menu. If you don't see it, make sure your Photoshop is up to date. Once you've chosen WebP, hit Save. Now things get a bit more nuanced, and this is where you can tailor the final image for your needs. A new WebP Options dialog appears, and the two main choices here are between lossy and lossless compression. Let's slow down a second and break that down. Lossy compression gives you a much smaller file size, which is great for uploading to a website and keeping load time speedy, but it does compress the image in a way that can slightly reduce quality. It's a bit like making a photocopy of a photocopy. Good, but not perfect. Lossless compression, by contrast, preserves every pixel, ensuring the image stays exactly as you see it in Photoshop, but the file size will be larger. If you're working with detailed graphics or you need maximum fidelity, lossless is your friend. But if storage space and web performance matter most, lossy is generally fine. If you choose lossy, you'll notice there's a quality slider. You can drag this to adjust how much compression is applied. A high number means less compression and higher quality, but the trade-off is a bigger file size. A lower number compresses more, shrinking the file, but at the cost of image detail. I recommend previewing the result if you can. Zoom in a bit and check edges and gradients to make sure you're happy with how it looks. You'll also see metadata settings. Here, you can include details like XMP and EXIF metadata. Essentially, information about your image, camera settings, or even edit history. If your workflow or clients need these details embedded, tick the boxes. Otherwise, feel free to uncheck them to keep your file lean and private. And that's it. Once you click OK, Photoshop exports your file in the WebP format, ready to upload, share, or use wherever you need. Thanks for following along. I hope this makes your next WebP project absolutely seamless. If you found this guide helpful, please hit that like button. And if you have any questions or need troubleshooting, drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical Photoshop tutorials coming soon.